So the question is the culture of hip hop having a negative impact on our kids? Has the celebration of the city girls and the city boys taken the love out of music today?
Excuse me?
Oh shit.
This raw
I
subject
think this
right
is
here
a
now.
question for
Let
our
Rock come in
retired
here
city
first.
girl.
You rang. Well, first off, I don't believe that music from women, Trina, Nicki Minaj, City Girls, has a bad influence on the youth. I think it's empowering. I think women need to have something to be able to focus on so that they can keep their eyes on the prize.
What's the prize?
Y'all pockets.
Oh, see, there we go. And we don't have no alternative to like guys who really, I mean, not no pimp culture. I don't think that's cool. But like of a guy just being a smooth hustler, I'm saying that women attracted to him and they give him money and stuff. Because I lived that life. You know what I'm saying? I
And
did
that's
before.
what Jay-Z was.
Is that what Jay-Z was?
Jay was all about that.
Yeah.
He was all about that. Nas was all about that.
Yeah.
But somewhere along the way, I
Right.
said this in a previous episode a while back. I don't know if you guys remember. I said, we started to stop celebrating the drug dealers and we started celebrating the drug users.
Yeah.
So now the guys that are glorifying drinking lean,
Yeah.
And all of that
popping
type of
pills,
Shooting and killing and all that.
and overdosing themselves. Now we're acting like that's so
And
popular.
we had a few of those recently of young individuals in the culture who overdosed on some type of form. Who was it? Whose baby mama found them? the
Oh,
next
Rich
morning?
Homie Quan.
Rich Homie Quan. Like certain people who, we want to believe would have had more years on earth.
Yeah, I guess some of them
Participating in
hustlers,
that
some of them
stuff.
hustlers too good, and a lot of those kids, dads and moms became, you know what I'm saying,
And
the
that's
customers.
That's
Yeah.
where I was gonna go with
Yeah.
it. I think that honestly, I don't think any side of the spectrum should be praised when
Right.
it comes to that, glorifying the drug dealing and all of that, or the drug using. But in reality, these kids are out here abusing drugs, prescription drugs, street drugs, fentanyl, whatever they can get their damn hands on, because the generation before them was so in the streets, was so
Yeah.
focused on us, having fun, partying, having the best of the best that we wanted to have, not necessarily pouring into our children. So these kids turn to drugs, to gangs the way some of us did. They turn to the streets the way some of us did. But now the streets aren't teaching you, hey, little homie, take this half bag and go flip it. Now the streets is teaching you, hey, little
Go
homie,
use it.
here you go. It's gonna make
Use
you feel
it and
better.
go get
And no
kill
disrespect.
kill your best
Use it
No
friend.
to go
disrespect, no disrespect to like Future, no disrespect to like Future and stuff, but you have him actually saying like that's what he's on.
Right. Yeah,
he's
And they're
on
so
purpose.
influenced, it seems like the youth is not able to separate. Like I feel like back in the day, well, when we were all coming up, when you would hear songs, we knew how to like listen, dance to it.
But
We knew
not
that there was
adapt
songs
it.
that we weren't supposed to be listening to.
Right.
You
was just
wouldn't
the
let your
beat.
mom know that you were playing certain music, and you would just be in your mirror kind of rapping it. But once you turned the music off, you was able to go back to your regular life.
reality
You
and
had
realize
the
that was a part
separation
of
of
that.
worlds.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Right.
But
Yeah.
now you have, we've talked about this as well, Sexy Red,
Right.
glorifying things. And the girls, the youth, they cannot understand, like, that is not it. They think it's cool. They think it's great.
They
And
can't
then-
wait to visit Pound
honestly,
Town.
beyond that, and they talk about putting perks and all that kind of
In
stuff.
the booty.
But you know what else?
What does, before we even go any
It
further,
takes
what
it straight
does
to your-
doing that
it takes
doing?
it straight to your bloodstream.
It takes it straight to your bloodstream.
gets
So
you
remember
higher
how
fast.
we were
So
talking about
swallowing it wouldn't take it straight to your
it would,
bloodstream?
but remember
Not
how I
as
was
quick.
saying how with HIV, because they was doing the anal stuff, it goes into the bloodstream quicker. It's like a much
Yeah, it's
faster and a
faster.
much instant hit or rush.
Okay,
Same
okay.
Same thing with
Yeah.
Coke. Random story.
Random-
Pam and Richard Pryor.
Yes.
The reason why Pam Grier
Pam
can't
Grier.
have children is because doctors told her that her cervix or uterus was messed up because it was basically like it was lined with cocaine.
He was coking the dick and
Yes.
What?
God.
Yes.
God, Richard.
Yeah, you.
So that's the reason why
Coking
mine
the
and Pam
cokifying the
have
dick and
babies.
putting it in the
But
it's
you know,
like a
I,
suppository. It just
I think a lot of this is just a symptom. And, I actually, literally earlier today, I just saw a post and it said the top 10 women who, I guess, showed some type of like cleavage in one of the awards. And they went as far back as 1999, which was the first one. And that was Lil' Kim. And
then
then
J-Lo.
2014 was actually Rihanna, right? So I think like where we're at right now, when you look at things that happen, we like to say that, okay, it's only gonna stop here, but it don't.
It don't stop.
It just elevates. So when we look at the 1990s as a pivotal beginning era, as the people who were selling drugs, right? Jay-Z and whoever else, and they created fiends.
Yeah.
These fiends had children.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you have people who had children in the 90s who are now 30 years old, maybe even older, maybe a little bit younger, but they're full-on adults, and they are products of drug-using parents.
Yeah.
So what do we expect? You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that we've ever had a good representation when I actually look at it in full.
Yeah.
You know, and I wasn't here before the 90s, so I can't speak on the 80s, 70s, etc. But look at it from that standpoint on,
I do think we did
good
have
point.
a time though where it wasn't that far gone, and words and songs were not as clear and robust as they are today. You had to kind of be able to pick up upon
The
or
lingo or
metaphor,
something.
or metaphor,
Yeah.
simile, but that required a certain level of intellect to do so, to be able to convert what he said to what he meant. So before, it just sounded like a good vibe.